Bonjour, Henry. Bonjour, Inez. So, I have another book for you that I found around school. This one's called The School Surprise. And then on the blackboard here, it says, what will it be? What will it be? School Surprise. What do you think this is about? Also, this is a rhyming book, I think. So let's see if it rhymes. Here we go. Oh. School Surprise. Maybe if I sit. We're still learning where I need to sit. Okay, so School Surprise. And there it is again, someone's name on the first page underneath the title. There's that name. Who wrote the book? The author. So let's find out who the author is. Matt Ringler. So that's who wrote the book. And then the person who illustrated it, who made all these nice pictures, that's illustrated by Claudine Grevy. All right. So here we go. Nice pictures. Pack up to go home, said our teacher, Miss Wise. But before you get going, I have a surprise. A surprise, I thought. What could it be? The whole class was asking the same thing as me. Do you hear the rhyme? Hear how all the words kind of sound the same, but they're different words? That's a rhyme. Like, a surprise, I thought. What could it be? The whole class was asking the same thing as me. There's like a rhythm to it. It's rhyming. Tomorrow is special, I heard Miss Wise say. I could not wait to see our surprise the next day. Ray, Zach, and I are all just the same. We wanted to know before tomorrow came. What do you think the surprise is going to be? I don't know. There's been no hints or anything. Let's find out. Ray thought it was a holiday. I hoped for cake and pie. Zach said he'd bring in his pet frog. At least he said he'd try. There's the frog. What do you think Mrs. Wise would think if he brought his pet frog to school? I don't know if she'd like that. The rest of the day we imagined the best, and when we went home, I continued to guess. So there's a bit of a rhyme. Best guess. Best guess. Kind of rhymes. Later that night, thinking about the news, how could I ever be expected to snooze? I woke up extra early. Being late was not cool. I was excited about going to school. There's his breakfast. Looks like he has some oranges, some grapes, a cookie, and some cereal. Maybe not a cookie. Not sure what that is, because you wouldn't probably have a cookie for breakfast. He's got some fruit and some cereal, some milk. Please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. I've brought in an author, my friend, Mr. Penn. Author. Do you remember what an author is? Who's the author? The author is the person who writes a book. So Mr. Penn, which is kind of funny because you can write with a pen, has come in to talk to the class, an author. The class was so happy, kids gave a big cheer. They had a real writer so near, right here. Mr. Penn told our class about the books that he wrote, about ninjas and monsters and pirates on boats. I like karate, Ray loves a good scare. Zach's frog would be happy to sail anywhere. I looked at Ray with his hand in the air. Zach was so excited he fell off his chair. They must be sharing what they would like to write about. We all asked questions he was happy to share. His advice to us, ideas are everywhere. Ideas about maybe what you would like to write about. There's lots of ideas to write about. Mr. Penn left, we said our goodbyes. Ray, Zach, and I all loved the surprise. We thanked Mrs. Wise for being so clever by surprising us with the best surprise ever. I remembered what Mr. Penn had said. Even if you're a kid, write down your stories. And so that's what I did. And there's the boy writing down his stories. Neat, eh? So when you go to school, you're going to learn to read and to write, and then you can write down your ideas. And even as you learn to read, your ideas, you could always draw pictures of what your ideas are. You can tell your mom and your dad what your ideas are, and they can help you write it down. So you too could be an author and write your own book. All right, I hope you have a great night. Love you.